Hello everyone, this is John Braun with Hitman Advertising, and today I'm going to go over a subject that I get a lot of questions about lately, and it's the difference between mailing a postcard and a newsletter to your current clients. Which one is better? So first and foremost, I'm going to tell you for the record that I've always recommended that you do both. Now, honestly, I've usually gravitated a little bit more toward postcards, especially the last couple of years, mostly because the United States Postal Service started requiring newsletters or things that are tri-folded or folded in half to be tabbed. And we're going to talk a little bit more about what that means in just a minute. But we found some things lately to where we can actually get tri-folded newsletters done for not that much more of a cost than postcards, and we're going to talk a little bit about the ins and outs of both so that you can make an intelligent, informed decision the next time you decide to do client mailers. Because keep in mind, I've said this many times, let me say it one more time, mailing to your current clients is some of the best money that you can spend on your advertising. That's why this subject is so important, because you should be mailing stuff to your current clients every single month, if not bare minimum, at least every other month. And I mean everybody that's on your client list, not just a few people on your client list, but everybody in your client list, the people that you've done business with in the last couple of years, need to be getting something from you at least every other month if you want to build your brand awareness and if you want to get the highest price possible for your cleaning services. So let's get right into this. So here's an example of what I like to call a newsletter postcard. Here it's a postcard. It's 5.5 inches tall, 8.5 inches wide. It's got some great information about reasons why they should get carpet and rugs cleaned. And then on the other side, it's got some information about a special offer and information about your referral program, and an area here for address and an area here for their address, your return address, and then their address as well. You always want to mention your website and again your referral program. So this is what I like to call a newsletter postcard. Now with this, here's some of the costs and some of the benefits really to this is that it's all seen instantly as soon as somebody actually gets the postcard. They don't have to open anything. It's all right there in the open. This is one of the things that I love about these large postcards, because again, this is larger than just a regular size postcard. So they see your company logo, they actually see the message on both sides, this side and the other side, and they don't have to open anything. It's just right there in front of them, and it's relatively inexpensive. In fact, it's still probably the cheapest thing that you can actually send to your current clients. And here's a little bit of the specifics. Through the printing that we actually do for our members, we're able to do these 5.5 by 8.5 postcards. They're full color, they're thick stock, they're very nice postcards, beautiful postcards, front and back. They're printed for 2,500 of them. We're getting them for about 6 cents a piece. For just 1,000 of them, we're getting them printed up for 9 cents a piece. And again, if you get more than 2,500, it goes down from there. If you get less than 500, it's a little bit more per. If you get less than 1,000, it's a little bit more per postcard. But you get kind of the general idea for cost. They're relatively cheap. Now, if you're doing them yourself through your own bulk mail permit, you're going to be looking at about 24 cents currently, right now, about 24 cents per postcard to be able to send them out. So then you're looking at, depending on how many you get printed up, you're looking at, thereabouts 30, 31 cents. Maybe if you're only getting 1,000 of them printed up, maybe 33 cents, something like that, if you're labeling them yourself and you're doing them yourself with your own bulk mail permit. Now as well, there is an option that we have through our coaching members to be able to get 2,500 of them done. This price here, by the way, includes for postcards printing, it includes labeling, it includes postage altogether out the door. This could vary a little bit, but about 39 cents per postcard for 2,500. Again, if you've got more than that, it goes down from there, but you kind of get the general idea. And again, this is to where somebody else is labeling it. You're not touching it. You're not doing a thing. The graphic design's done for you. It's all done, set out the door. 39 cents a piece. If you're getting about 5,000 of them done, it's closer to about 30 cents a piece. And this is just, out the door. For 1,000 of them, you're looking at about 46 cents a piece. So, very inexpensive to be able to do this type of stuff. Now, let's talk a little bit about newsletters. Now, this is an example of the same type of design, the same exact, similar type of copy, the same type of subject, except for it's a 8.5 wide by 11 inch actual newsletter that's going to be tri-folded. And this is the front side here with the information, and then the side here that's mailed. Again, it's tri-folded. It's folded here and it's folded here. So this is the actual mailer. It's not in an envelope. And then the address, the client's address, is put right here. This, to be able to send something like this out, we're going to go over some of the prices here. Now keep in mind, these things that I'm going over here aren't necessarily what I recommend ideally for targeting brand new prospects. To do that, I would actually look into Every Door Direct Mail, which watch some of my videos and some of my posts on that. This, for what I'm talking about here, is specifically for communicating with current clients, which again is super, super important. I can't keep stressing that enough. So with this, you will have a mailing list. You will have something that you're going to have to do a mail merge and be able to put that on there if you're doing these yourself. Now, to be able to do these, to have these printed in tri-folded, 8.5 by 11, full color. By the way, this is on a thicker stock. This isn't like a paper thin piece of paper. This is actually a very thick, nice brochure style stock. Glossy, very beautiful mailing piece. For 2,500 of them, you're looking at about 7 cents a piece. That's again front and back, beautiful, glossy, thick, good, nice printing here. For about 1,000 of them, you're looking at about 14 cents a piece. And again, it's a little bit more per piece for less than 1,000, a little bit less per piece if you're getting 5,000 of them. So that just gives you kind of a general idea. Again, for the printing, if you've got your own, or for the postage, if you got your own bulk mail permit, you're going to be looking at about 25 cents a piece, which again is still pretty good. Now, as well, we do have programs, again, that have this completely done for you. We do the graphic design for you. We do, with that same exact, similar example to that same exact newsletter that I just showed you, where 2,500 of them out the door, including the graphic design done, including the printing, including the labeling, including the tabbing, and including the postage, 46 cents. Now, that's the other thing. Let me back up. To be able to do that type of a tri-folded newsletter, the thing that is really the thing that started becoming a thing where I wasn't really recommending newsletters as much for a little while, is the fact that they had to be tabbed, and it was so expensive to get them tabbed because it adds an extra couple of cents at least per mailer. But as well, the fact that they're tabbed, let's go back to this newsletter example right here. It's folded here, so the only thing that somebody's seeing is this on the outside, and then the other side they might be seeing, depending on how it's folded, this or this, and that's all. So they're not seeing nearly as much stuff as they're seeing from the onset as they are with a regular postcard. So keep in mind that could be a downer. The problem is these have to be tabbed. The Postal Service recommends, or I think they require even at this point all the time, they have to be tabbed. So which means that your client, to be able to see the full message, other than just this here and this, they're actually going to have to open it up, which means that sometimes, in fact most cases, the brutal reality is they're not going to open it up. So you have to realize what you're up against, and really realize that your good message needs to be here on the outside, because sometimes that might be the only thing that they read, and that's the only impression that they're going to get of your company. So that's sort of the downfall, and still even why I recommend to don't just stick to newsletters that are tri-folded. Do both. In fact, probably I still recommend that you do maybe either 50-50, or if not even postcards a little bit more often than newsletters, because of the fact that postcards are a little bit cheaper, but as well because of the fact that postcards will get seen more than a newsletter postcard. That doesn't mean that the newsletter postcards can be great, especially when you have a bunch of information to send out, and people will open them if it's a very compelling reason for them to open it up. But still, don't have any delusions of grandeur that they're always going to rip open your newsletter and actually read it. That's why, again, one of the reasons why I sometimes gravitate toward newsletter postcards. You can't lose, though, by doing something. So do one of them. So let me talk about the newsletters, the tri-folded newsletters. You're going to be looking at, for 2,500 of them, 46 cents a piece. For 1,000 of them, 61 cents a piece. And again, this includes all the full scale, the printing, the labeling, the tabbing. This actually includes that, and the postage completely out the door, done for you. If you're part of our coaching club, we even do the graphic design for you. Again, important note that newsletters do need to be tabbed. And tabbing can easily cost you $100 or more that's added to your order. Depending on the printing company that you're using, tabbing alone can cost money. So again, the downfalls with regular newsletters, tabbing, the cost, but also too the fact that some people won't actually open them up. But, the benefit is that now we found a cost-effective way that doesn't cost that much more than postcards to be able to send a newsletter that's tri-folded. You're only maybe talking about an additional 8 cents, 10 cents on top of what the cost is for being able to mail out a postcard. And really, with this type of thing, we're saving a lot of our members, $25, $65, $157, $300 and more sometimes on being able to get this type of printing done. And, it's just, again, one of the most important things that you can do in your company is keeping in touch and mailing to your current clients. Right now, the members that are in the coaching program are actually getting the Every Door Direct Mail Spring and the Client Spring postcards. The postcards I just showed you, the newsletters that I just showed you, those are all included and up on the Coaching Club member site. And what we're actually doing is the graphic design for you. We're adding your logo and your company information for you on any of the designs and actually getting you a huge discount on being able to get this stuff printed, because we want you to succeed. I want you to definitely be sending to your current clients. I want you to be keeping in touch with your current clients, and especially this time of year, it's a great time to be able to do that. Plus, another real big benefit in all of this is you can get our help in actually running your postcard campaign. Sometimes this stuff is just complicated, especially when you've never done it before, especially with Every Door Direct Mail if you've never done it before, but even bulk mail if you've never done it before. But you've got our assistance in not only doing the graphic design, but you've also got our help and our support in actually getting your postcard campaign up and running. We're there for you with that. So if you're interested in getting details on doing that, go to hitmanadvertising.com/coaching, and there also should be a link right here at the bottom of the video. You can click that link and check out the details. And if you're interested in getting the spring cleaning EDDMs and postcards, sign up right away, because those are available only for just a limited time.